a little bit about MMA. I know you know Tony Ferguson, right?
Yeah.
Tony Ferguson he just had a pro boxing match in Misfits.
Yeah.
Misfits Pro, and he got the dub. They say he ended an eight-year losing streak. What's your thoughts on Tony Ferguson getting the dub in the boxing match?
Man, that was pretty cool. He didn't look too bad. He's always been a tough, scrappy dude, Tony Ferguson. But to see him do that, man, that was kind of, and it looked bad. The punches looked kind of good. So I was like, dang, he got the stoppage too. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty interesting to see that. I had no idea he was fighting. I had no idea. So I saw that. I thought, oh, okay. Saw the highlights of it.
When can we expect another MMA show?
Man, we got a couple pro boxing shows. We're thinking about linking up with one of the main MMA promoters out here to do a combined show. But I'm looking at doing an MMA show like around February, March of next year. That's when I'm looking to do another MMA show.
So now, what I notice on these MMA, Muay Thai, and kickboxing cards, is sometimes they'll be all on one card. Like, it'll be MMA fight, kickboxing, and the Muay Thai. It's like is boxing like not allowed to be on them type of cards, or is that just never happen?
Yeah, we have plans for that too. So we have plans of doing a combined. Next year we have plans of doing a boxing and Muay Thai. So doing like a combined card, we'll have a few pro boxing and a few pro Muay Thai fights on that card.
That's gonna be dope. Has that ever been done before?
It has.
It has.
Okay. It has. It has done, not often, but it has been done. Locally, not globally, but it has been done.
All right. Now, boxing is real popular over here, bro. And I know like kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA popular over here too, but like kickboxing and Muay Thai is more popular overseas. Why do you think it's not as popular over here as it is overseas? Muay Thai?
European cultural thing, but it is popular. A lot of Americans, though, they fight global and they win titles worldwide in different countries and different places like that. But it's a really big, it's a cultural thing, like in Thailand and Holland, these places, different places like that, all over now. I mean, kickboxing, Muay Thai is popular all over. It is popular in the U.S., and it was really popular in the U.S. big time, especially the full contact kickboxing. Before it was above the waist, so kicks above the waist, and then boxing. It was real popular in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. A lot of big world champions come out of the full contact kickboxing and then transition to the Muay Thai and all that stuff, end up becoming champions in that world too. So,
okay. Do you think it'll ever be as popular as boxing in America? If not,
no, not if we're comparing the two. Boxing is.
I mean, kind of like how MMA is. I think boxing is still more popular, but I've seen I think I could be wrong. I think I've seen a growth in the MMA fans, compared to boxing now.
Oh yeah, well for a while, let's be real, the UFC fans took over the boxing fans. I mean, it was more, a lot of the UFC was being watched more. I mean, boxing is always going to be there, so you can't replace that. But when they start bringing back these kind of fights that they're doing now in boxing, it's making people become more of the fan of boxing now. Right. Back like it used to be, because it kind of was like stalemate for a while because things happened and become too much of a business. What I like about UFC compared to boxing, there's no politics about fighting. You're gonna fight this person, you're gonna fight this person. You're going to fight the best person in UFC, it don't matter. They're not gonna do that, okay, we can't fight this person. In boxing, you can play, okay, it's all about the money, it's all about contracts, it's business. Nah, man, that's the only thing I don't really like about that. In UFC, you're gonna fight the best guys and the best girls, no matter what.
Okay, would you say would you say the UFC or fighters in the UFC don't get as much as in boxing because of that? For example, boxing, the fighter's likely to get built up before they have a big fight. In the UFC, you kind of, as soon as you get on the run a little bit, it's time to, Dana White wants you to fight the other top guy. Do you think that's kind of a reason why they don't get as much money for the fights due to the,
No, it's just that the way Dana White runs a business. There's ways to make money in the UFC, but let's be real, you're not gonna make, it's not comparison. From the top guys in the boxing to the top guys in the UFC, no comparison financially. I just think that the way that the UFC is, there's less people, I think, sometimes in some of these divisions, but it's real quick. You can become a top 10 fighter quick, and when you become those fighters, you got to fight those other top guys to get to that belt. And that's how that thing rolls. And I actually like the fact that he does it like that, because there's no running, there's no ducking. If you sit up and saying, no, I don't want to take the fight, then boom, they're going to move somebody else in your place to do the fight. So, that's what I do love that about Dana White and the UFC for sure.